I'm Luke Schmidt, president of our club and president of L.B. Schmidt and Associates. To lead us in our invocation today is Stan Wetzel. Stan is an attorney with Pence.
Thank you, Luke. He's a passionate, fascinating, incredible person, the most well-liked meteorologist in the country with unique forecasting skills. That's according to our team of meteorologists at Wake 3 News. He's John Gordon, today's sure-to-be energetic and enthusiastic speaker. John's the chief meteorologist of the National Weather Service office in Louisville, responsible for 59 counties, 49 in Kentucky and 10 in Indiana. He's been in Louisville 15 years. Next year will be his 35th as worked previously in Nashville, Oklahoma City, Huntsville, Alabama, Jackson and Biloxi, Mississippi, Springfield, Missouri, and Germany. He retired from the U.S. Air Force after 20 years of service, mostly spent as a flight meteorologist for the U.S. Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunters. And now, please welcome John Gordon.
Thank you very much. Okay, how many of you like this weather today? All right. Always remember, where's Woody? Woody, we're in sales, not production. If you don't like the weather, call my boss at 1-800-GOD. He's in charge, not me. All right? So I'm going to show you a little bit about what we do, including some John Belsky folklore. Okay? At the very end. So we're going to have oh, you filming me? I got to watch what I say then. Okay. So that's my area. I serve 59 counties, like Ken said. 2 states. 5 media markets. All right? Got Ken here. I have 5 media markets. Which one of my 5 is the most aggressive? Louisville, Lexington, Evansville, Bowling Green, or Nashville? Not even close. Lexington. World War III over there when there's weather. You think Jay Cardosi gets excited when he rolls up his sleeves. You ain't seen nothing like you go over there. They go nuts. Okay? Got the state capitol. Got the Tennessee state line, and that central time zone's a pain in the rear end. Last night I spoke at Bowling Green at WKU for the meteorology program. By the way, you have 2 meteorology programs in your area. Louisville, University of Louisville's got a really nice program at WKU. So I was down there last night scaring students. When I went down, okay, you don't think I'm telling the truth? When I went to college in the 80s, there were 16 schools in America that offered meteorology. There's now 85. We have this many students for this many jobs. If you don't want to work hard, you're screwed. Screwed and tattooed. So I gave them a little inspiration about how to get a job. All right? You guys wanted a foreign speaker, didn't you? That's how it used to be. Woody, remember that? 8-track radio. Radar in the dark room with cigarettes. They used to analyze maps. They used to go outside and measure the weather. They got the coolest backyard weather thing ever. Wave 3, by the way. But that's how it used to be. Now, computers and automation have completely changed into this. High tech, we're 24/7. We make those, but we don't close. We're working there doing all kinds of things, which I'm about to show you. All right? By the way, Hurricane Dorian is amazing. The people of the Bahamas are so in need of help. She is 100% right. If you think your life is bad, the life in the Bahamas is a zillion times worse. That's the gospel truth. Anyway, we do public forecasts, all those kinds of weather maps. You see on your favorite person, all those weather maps. We still do text-based because there's still people on radio stations that don't even use the internet, for heaven's sakes. We send it out as many ways except Morse code, believe it or not. So we do aviation. Anyone from UPS here? UPS has an awesome meteorology department led by Randy Baker. We do the aviation forecast, not in plain language. If you look at any pilots, no pilots, no pilots. This is how we write. In all kinds of weird code, with the basis of the clouds as low as 200 feet visibility. What's the big problem for UPS? What's the number 1 problem? Fog. That's why they live in Louisville. We don't get much fog at Stanford. If we did, they would not be here. No airborne freight operates in really foggy places. Nobody. Okay, fire weather too. We use webcams. We didn't used to use webcams. We have a beautiful one at Valley Center we use. One of the reasons we use this is for snow, because people bloody lie. They bloody lie with how much snow happens. Woody, we should shoot them. It's terrible. I mean, it's unbelievable. They go out to the highest strip. We got 12 feet here. I'm like, are you serious? So, we use a lot of social media. We have to use social media because we're getting more and more reports that folks under 3 years old are not using the old weather radio, the teletype, all those other things. We get reports from all those sources. Follow us at the Weather Service. We work hard. They are led by me. I push them hard to innovate, push the limit with customer service. How many of you go to Chick-fil-A? What do they say to you? My pleasure. Marriott, my pleasure. We work hard for you taxpayers. You deserve it. Federal government is a mess. Not in my office. All right. So, all right, this is my area. I'm a character. Anyway, Paducah's the west, Jackson's the east, this is Wilmington, Ohio. That's Charleston, West Virginia. So in my area, on the day in October, which is like what we had a few days ago, I can have between 300 feet out in Ohio County, 1,600 feet in Lincoln County. I have a temperature difference of 24 degrees at night. What did I put in your program? What did George Carlin always say? Who wants the temperature at the airport? Nobody. Who lives at the airport? Nobody. Ah, mine. All right, so look at the deaths. This has changed drastically for years and years and years. We talk about the number one killer is flood. Flooding is still a big deal, but the one that I put in the program, if you put it in there, the all-time record high for Louisville is what? 107. Heat kills lots of people. The problem with heat is we never get, a lot of the counties don't have full-time coroners to classify the death under heat. Okay? Flooding is very obvious. I remember August 4th, 2009, the massive flash flood in Louisville, University of Louisville, Derby Museum, bad, very bad. We issued the first flash flood emergency in the country that day. All because Belsky sent me a thing in the chat room. We had a flash flood warning out. All of a sudden we get this note, propane tank floating on 4th Street. I told my guys, that's not good. And they said, yeah, well, what more we can do? I said, let's put out a flash flood emergency. That went on all stations in seconds.
We're now under a flash flood emergency.
If you want to know funny stories, Candace Cliff on DRB, when that came across, she goes, on whose authority? And I just started laughing. Whose authority? It's just a way to get the word out. All right. On whose authority? Anyway, storms. That's why we're here. Ultimately, the number one reason the Weather Service is here is protection of life and property. We use the Kentucky Mesonet. We use Doppler weather radars that go down to the literally the street level now. We have phased array dual pole radars, vertical and horizontal pulses. We're given 12 to 14 minutes in general on all tornado warnings. Sometimes the greatest call is no call, not issuing the warning, because that changes the TV station's life completely when we put a tornado warning out. And what happened, I watch what I say, I'm being recorded. Dallas-Fort Worth the other night, the NBC affiliate is under tremendous pressure. They did not break into the Cowboys game. There's a tornado on the ground near Love Field. They did not break in. The media uproar is astronomical. Anyway, I digress. Who knows where I'm going to go? Anyway, we're busy before the event, during the event, and after the event. There you see me on the right in the yellow Big Bird outfit. We go out on storm surveys. So we're busy on a big event. Remember March 2nd, 2012? The big tornado, Henryville? We're busy for basically 9 days straight, nonstop. That's what we're supposed to do. That is the Henryville tornado. In theory, most of the tornadoes are March, April, May, right? But anytime it gets warm in the cool season, the winter season, it is dangerous east of the Mississippi River. Someone is going to get it, like Dallas the other night. Okay? There it is, big tornado. Amazing. 50 miles, 50 minutes. There it is. It was not good. And how many of you actually went to Marysville or Henryville or Chelsea? Bad. Looked like Armageddon. I argued with some of the folks at Emergency Manager in Louisville. I said, well, it didn't hit Louisville. I go, it was 19 miles away. That's nothing. 19 miles! I just was arguing to a wall. But anyway, I digress. Now let's talk about flooding. Where's my timekeeper? How am I doing? I'm at 10. Good. All right. That is the flash flood from 2009. And people, I swear to gracious almighty, I'm just amazed at people that drive through water of unknown depth. I can write a book. We should have a country music song. It's just unbelievable. It's terrible. They just drive through it. I think it's almost screw it, drive through it. And that's what you're not should be doing, all right? That's the 97 flood, big river flood. The commerce on the Ohio River is astronomical when you shut down the locks and limit traffic. So, how many of you golfers? Not good. Woody, you couldn't get a tee time that day. Not good at all. It was very wet. All right. So, fact or fiction, Rotarians. A 100-year flood occurs only once every 100 years. Fact or fiction? That is correct. That's another myth that needs to go away. It could happen next year, and the year after, and the year after. It's like driving a one-eyed jack in a deck of cards. All right. This guy is dead. Why? Because he drove through a barricade. What part of a barricade do people not understand? Okay? Flash flooding happens quickly. The two girls that died in Lexington in 2005, they gave a taxi car driver $20 to drive through this water that's flowing. He wouldn't. They walked across, both got swept away, and both were killed. I am deadly serious. If you do not, that's the youngest Rotarian I've ever seen in my life. What is your name? What? Ben? Bing. Bing. Look at that Rotarian. That's the next president. Oh. Hey, Bing, you ready? Hey, Bing, you ready? Turn around, don't drown. Let's tell these Rotarians. Let's do a little jingle here. 1, 2, 3. Turn around. Don't drown. Never, ever, ever drive through a flooded stretch of road. Ever. All right, you got that with me? All right, who's with me? All right, in the program I sent you, this is my second question. How hot is lightning? 50,000 degrees. You touch the stove, it's 500 degrees, and you go, ow. This is 50,000 degrees. This food here was cooked on 110 volts. Lightning is 100 million volts. Your appliances are less than 10 amps. Lightning is 30,000 amps. Okay? And then it can happen way ahead, way below. And then there's this thing which we lead into my favorite question. Heat lightning. Heat lightning, fact or fiction, Rotarians, is caused by unstable, hot, humid air inside the body of a cloud. This is why it normally occurs. How many of you in this room believe in heat lightning? Oh, no. There is no such thing as heat lightning. The speed of light and the speed of sound are completely different. This myth started, I don't know where, I think they had too much to drink after a UK U of L game or something. But there is no such thing as heat lightning. None. It's a myth that needs to go away. Remember, lightning's the first thing to come in and the last to leave. Any builders in the room? Don't build here. September 1st, 1979, lightning strikes a home in Centerville, Tennessee, completely destroyed. It's the third time the house has been hit since 9 years earlier. That's not good. Or as George Bush used to say, not good, very bad. No. Hey, Woody, I was waiting for you to invite me all these years later, man. All right, here's your next jingle, Rotarians. When thunder roars, go north. Turn around, don't drown. Thank you, learned 2 things. All right. This is a good question. Think before you answer. More lightning deaths occur on golf courses than in any other setting. Fact or fiction? How many facts? How many fictions? It is fiction. Fish. Water, 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 water. People on the water. What's the highest object on the water? You. Get off the water. All right, speaking of water, we do river forecasts. We put out the climate every day. That's a big deal. How many, Ken and I were talking about the number of 90-degree days this year. 5 minutes, thank you very much. Okay, decision support, we do a lot of this. We're at the EOC, at the Derby, the Gall House. This is the implosion of the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. They were going to be on this side. We said, no, the wind's coming that way. You're going to get all that dust. So they moved the VIP table. So we try to help everybody out. Even the smoke forecast is a big deal for thunder. A big deal. Okay? So we work with the media, emergency management partners, and we really try to put a good job for you each day. I got to help Bing back there, man. We've got to make sure he gets a good forecast. All right, we're going to finish up in the next 3 minutes with a couple of folklore or truths. From Belsky's book, Red Sky at Night, Sailor Delight. Red Sky in the morning, Sailor take warning. Fact or fiction? It is true. I'll do the high pressure. High pressure versus low pressure. You're 1 for 1, Rotarians. Let's go for 2. Here we go. We need a lady. We need a lady. Here you go. Curly hair will droop before it rains.
I've never heard
It's your choice. Fact or fiction?
that. I'm going to say fiction.
No. Rising humidity causes the hair to expand slightly. That's what they say. If you don't like this, call Belsky at 1-800-BELSKY. All right. Uh-oh. I hit a bad button, man. All right. This is the persimmon seed as I wrap up. If you cut open a persimmon seed after it has fallen to the ground in the fall, there's a white marking on the inside, the shape of a knife, cold winter, shape of fork, average winter, shape of a spoon, mild venom. Fact or fiction? It is fiction. But there are people who swear to God it's true. It's just the stress that the summer was under, but it sure makes a good story, doesn't it? All right. One more slide. Fish bites before it rains. Fact or fiction? That is a fact. Low pressure, releases. And I think, oh yeah, this one, very last slide. The whole hickory nuts. I'm amazed that people are obsessed with something that no one cooks with. But anyway, the thicker the hull on a hickory nut, the colder the winter will be. Fact or fiction? It's both. It's skin thickness of the fruit is dependent on the past weather, but Belsky says he's looked at enough things where there is some truth to it long term. All right, I am Mamadas Man. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I make those, but I don't close. Thank you very much, Rotarians. All right, questions? Questions? Anybody? I see someone coming to the mic. Global warming's coming, I know. Who's my favorite TV meteorologist?
I'm going to surprise you not as global warming, but help me understand tornado warnings. I thought I used to know that a watch was when conditions were right, a warning was when it was on the ground. But is that not so important?
That's 90% true. Watch as conditions are favorable. The warning is either been spotted or there's strong indications on Doppler weather radar. Okay? So we use the 2 out of 3 rule. Okay? Because I don't want to overwarn and be a boy who cried wolf. All right? So we use a persistent rotation on radar, a reliable report, which is hard to do because of social media and all these yahoos. And the third thing is a really good mesoscale environment, a good right environment for conditions for tornadoes. You have to have 2 to issue a warning, or you will be in my detention cell. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Can you comment on the importance of your agency being independent in light of the Sharpie incident?
Oh my God. You're recording me. Can you turn that off? He's not going to turn it off. Okay. We are an independent agency. My boss, I can say this, that Louis Uccellini, the head of the National Weather Service, spoke in Birmingham, got a standing ovation when he defended the Birmingham office. The Birmingham office put out a tweet. I would have done the same thing. Okay? Let's say, hypothetically, you say that I heard there's 12 inches of snow coming tonight. And then you say there's 6 inches. And then you say there's 3 inches. And then I hear, good old, you won $300, right? He says 20 inches. I would have put out a tweet. We are only getting 2 to 4 inches of snow tonight. That's what Birmingham did. Okay? We must be independent as scientists and put out facts. That's non-political. I don't like either party. I'd vote for Harry Truman to come back. But anyway, I try to be honest down the middle. Okay? Hope that answered. Where are you? That answer? Yes. He's still recording. I had to watch what I say. I want to keep my job tonight. Yes.
John Ashley Brower, thanks for coming today. Wondering if you can talk about what we may be in for this winter.
That's an excellent question. There are signs this will be a cold winter, but with some couple good cold waves this year. There'll be a lot more snow north of here. The northern Midwest is going to get pounded this year. There'll be a bunch of systems that come across the north. Our average snowfall is around 13 inches. I think we'll be close or slightly above. I would have some salt maybe on hand for your first snow event. But there's a lot of cold air. Wait till you see next week. a tremendous cold air coming out to the Rockies. Anyone going out west? Big time cold air, big time. There's my Bahamas lady.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask about winter. I moved to Louisville from upstate New York in 2012. Oh, hey. My husband tells me that since I've moved here, the winters have been harsher. True or false?
All right, how many, I'll answer that. What year did you move here?
January 13th.
What year?
2013.
13.
Not August
January
13th.
Gotcha,
It was
okay, gotcha. Now, how many of you remember 1978? That's your answer. 1978 was by far the worst winter anyone in this room has seen, right? Amen? Amen.
Thank you, I
78,
can't wait to tell you.
The month of January 1978, there was no school in Louisville, Kentucky for the whole month. True or false? All right, all right. Yes, sir. Until they cut me off.
I spent some time in northern Michigan in the summer. Lake Michigan is as high as I've ever seen it this year. I mean, almost covering up the beaches.
Right.
Is that global warming? What's the deal?
Okay, I know that was coming. So, there always has been climate change. Always. You can go back into the ship records. You can look at Mount Pinatubo, Vesuvius. There's always been climate change. Okay? Clearly, we're in a warming trend right now. Okay? You can be on either side of the issue politically. All right? The big thing is that no one can answer is, well, how much does man contribute? Okay? The people on the left forged climate data in 2012. It was terrible. It's called ClimateGate. It was terrible. So if you're going to get your point across, use facts and scientific evidence to convince the other side. All right? Then there's people in complete denial that even there is climate change. There always has been. Lake Michigan, where'd you go? Yeah, Lake Michigan is high. That's a fact. You can deny that, but it's a fact. So, okay? All right. You want a speaker like this in the future? Anyway, go ahead.
Do you know how and where it started that the groundhog comes out?
Oh, yeah. I don't know that answer, but I wish you'd go back. They make a lot of money there. A lot of money in that town over this thing. I don't know. And then, this is unbelievable. When I first moved to Louisville, HAS wanted to do a story that came out there at 5 a.m. Okay. First story is, what is the name of the groundhog that's equivalent to Punxsutawney Phil for Kentucky? I went, I have no idea. Apparently each state's got their own thing or something in Staten Island chalk or something. I don't know that.
Second part of the question. Back when Benjamin Franklin did the almanac, how in the world did they predict there was going to be a bad winter?
You know, it's kind of like what's behind the Wizard of Oz curtain. No one has ever revealed that. They are very tight-lipped how they do that. I can remember so vividly in 1978 or 9, I lived in Rochester, New York, and they missed the snow big time. And I still remember the news anchor went to the meteorologist and said, look, a year ago the Farmer's Almanac said we'd get 12 inches. And he just stood there and went, he didn't know what to say. So I always remember that. So, hey, Rotarians, thanks so much for putting me in here. Thank you.
All right, I don't even know where to start. First of all, a great round of applause for John Gordon. Clearly the most sedate presentation we've ever had. Very quick reminder, what is Rotary right after this meeting with Craig Sherman. Also remember, if you know somebody that can join the club, that would add to our club, please bring them in so that we can offer them that opportunity. And with that, we're adjourned. Thank you.